What's up, everybody? Monday. How y'all doing today? And I've been watching the Sean Ryan show. Man, he's interviewing Gavin Newsom. Anybody watch this shit? Anybody watch this shit? I don't know. This thing is Sean Ryan is letting him talk just because he hopes he's gonna say something, he's giving him some rope to hurt himself. And because Gavin Newsom's on a conservative show, he's saying stuff to make the conservatives happy, right? Oh, I am pro-gun, and I shoot guns, and blah, 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 and oh, yeah, there were mistakes made in COVID, and we're doing, all this stuff. And I wonder if he's saying that on the Sean Ryan show because he's like, no way my constituents, no way the Democrats are going to watch the Sean Ryan show, right? I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about that? Do you think that he's saying all this stuff to make conservatives happy on the Sean Ryan show because he doesn't think his fan base will watch it? I mean, and then he's talking about, well, I'm a husband. Did you cheated on your wife how many fucking times? Oh yeah, I'm a great dad. Oh my goodness, and he's given the total politician answer. Total politician answer. Ask him a question about something. Well, that's a great question, and then he goes off on something else. Just a politician. The politician stuff is just driving me nutsos. But yeah, I don't know. I am gonna watch the rest of it. But I mean, you have to listen to what both sides are talking about. You can't just only listen to Fox News because that makes you happy. And I hear so many people say I can't watch CNN. They're just, but when you think about it, in all reality, you need to watch both sides. You need to watch both sides, and that's just the way it is, folks. It's just the way it is. There's nothing else you can do. Because if you don't, then you don't know what they're saying, right? And then you don't know what's really going on. And, like they say, there's always two sides to the story. And then there's the third side, which is the truth, the one in the middle. Just the way it is. So, and I do the hard work for you. And I play you the stuff that I think we all should actually pay attention to on this show. Let's see, it's a bot, probably. It's a bot. Yep, 27 people, 28 followers. A pretty girl. Of course, it's a bot. You know how to tell when you got a bot trying to follow you on X? Because it's a real pretty girl, and then you look at the follow. Oh, look at this. They only have 27 followers, and they're following 27 people. And the other thing, the easy way to spot them too, is if they're following like 1,000 people and nobody's following them back, definitely a bot. Because that's most likely what happened is people follow them and then they realize, oh, I'm getting spam mail right away, and then they unfollow them. So, all right, let's go through X. Let's see what's going down in the X land over here. Let me this screen a little bit bigger. I don't know why it got smaller. That's what she said. I don't know why it got smaller. I don't know why. Why did it get smaller? Well, it got smaller. It just did. I don't know what's going on over here, but anyways. Benny Johnson posts, let's see, JD Vance just posted pure liberal meltdown fuel on Blue Sky. I've got an exciting announcement about my political future. Hashtag Trump 2028. They're just doing this to mess with the libs. When he starts posting stuff like, it's not even. I wonder if that's his real. It's got a check mark on Blue Sky. I wonder if that's really his. I wonder if that's really his account. I don't know. I don't even have a Blue Sky account. Or did I? I may have got one to go check it out, but I don't know. Maybe I have. Yeah, I don't know. If he's posting this, then he's riling up the liberals to do something else, right? It's the classic Trump. We're gonna piss off the people, so we're gonna piss them off over here while we're doing something over here. That's how Trump does stuff. So if he's doing that on Blue Sky, trust me, there's something going on. There's something coming up, and I wonder. You hear all this stuff. I wonder if it's gonna come up within the good old Epstein stuff, because there's just I don't know. I don't know what the hell to believe anymore. I don't know. Cat turd. Big shout out to all this guy. I mean, this guy's just doing this shit to make money. Who gave me a record engagements and a huge spike in followers this week. How many times have I been telling you guys? He's starting these fights and stuff just so he can make the money. So you know what? And now you tell. Oops, I can't. Now you tell truth finally. Ah, man, I can't spell. Truth finally. Watch, and I bet you he's gonna say, oh, this is a fake account. Why can't I even spell? Finally. Tell this push finally. You are just here for money. That's why are starting fights. Starting fights with everyone. Everyone to get more views. And telling my friends this for a long time. How long have I been telling you guys this? Long time. Don't. It's okay to not be a freaking. I'll type in frickin' so you don't get in trouble. Follower. If you believe, well, we're up to 6 people. If you believe, or no, yeah, if you agree. I'm sorry. Great. Can you guys tell how bad I type? Oh my gosh, I used to have a great memory. The internet and phones and stuff broke us, folks. You agree with everything someone says, are just a follower. So I'm gonna copy it, apply, because then I can share this freaking thing. Repost and we can quote it. There we go. People, don't be a follower. How many times I gotta tell you guys, don't be a freaking follower. Don't be a freaking follower. Yet another reason to distrust the deep state. Mike Lee, I don't know what's going on with him. He's on one of my main follow lists, but I don't know. We always knew the CIA was hiding something about JFK. Now the cover-up is confirmed. New federal secrets exposed as Republican unveils Lee Harvey Oswald's hidden ties to the CIA. Everybody's been saying it for years. It's the CIA. It's the CIA running. It was all a CIA plan. Everybody's been saying that for years, but nobody can confirm it. It's crazy. Breaking news, flash flood slammed Plainfield, New Jersey. What's up with all these flash floods lately? It's summertime. I thought in the summertime it's supposed to be hot with no rain. Am I wrong? Is it just because I live in California? Or what the hell's going on here? Somebody explain this to me. It also happened in New York, right? That's kind of, New Jersey, New York, there are a bunch of liberals over there. New Jersey, Plainfield, and Somerville are both underwater. A small fire broke out as flash floods swept through the city, submerging cars and swamping streets. Well, it's a part of life. It's just a freaking part of life. This is in Queens, New York. Queens. Wonder if I went to Queens when I was in New York. I've only been in New York once. What's going on here? Oh, that's loud. Well, I got my headphones turned up way too high. I think I got my headphones turned up way too high. Maybe not. There we go. I can hear me. Are these people just not used to water, or are they just idiots? Are they idiots? Like, they don't understand that, hey, oh my gosh, God, oh my God, It's raining. There's water in the street. Maybe I shouldn't drive through there. Or do you think they're just paying attention to their freaking phones? Hold on, you know what? I gotta refresh the stream real quick. Give me one. All right. We're back. What's that guy's name? Matthew McConaughey. All right. But what the hell's going on with these people? I don't know. Rumble's been acting up lately. That's way too loud, huh? There we go. That's better. Okay, if you're driving on this road, what's up, Andy from Colorado? How you doing, my friend? Andy, if you were in Colorado driving down the road and you see this much water, are you going to drive through it? Are you really going to drive through it? You know, when I was a kid, where I lived in Lompoc, we had like runoff. You know, I don't know what you want to call them, but they're like the LA River. You know, you guys ever seen the LA River? It's basically just concrete, and whenever it rains and stuff, the water goes through there and it heads down to the riverbed. And I remember as a kid, you know, we that was like our secret passageway to get to wherever we went without dealing with cars. We would just ride our bikes through there because it hardly ever rains here in California. And then when it would rain, and there'd be like just a little stream of water, and you would try and cross that little stream of water with it's like this deep, right? But even that little tiny amount of water would make my bicycle, you know, you'd be going fine, and all of a sudden, you know, you're going as slow as can be, and it was just like boop, you're in the water. Do most people not understand, you know, a thing called aquaplaning? Or right? I mean, come on here, folks. You don't understand aquaplaning? You guys really not understand it? I don't know. That could be just me, maybe. Maybe it's just me. Although I would probably drive through this. What's up, Boris? I probably would drive through it because I got a big, huge 4x4 truck, and I would be like, I got a big 4x4 truck. I can drive through that. Andy says, people who drive through floods are idiots, right? Right? I mean, if you got a big 4-wheel drive truck, you know, not so bad, but what's up, Boris? You know, just saying. People are idiots. And what the hell is this big? This big old truck is trying to go around people, but he's going in the other lane. And you know what? This bus is so heavy, it can probably make it through. I'm not gonna, you know, I wouldn't be surprised about. But look at this idiot! And is that a Honda, a Kia, or what the hell? You know, you're dumbass. Well, how the hell am I gonna get home? I gotta get home. Try another road, and if not, go to a freaking hotel. Rent a boat. Is this the same car? I wonder if this is the same car. All right, I'm done. What? These people are just freaking idiots. People are freaking idiots. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna be rude. I could be. I couldn't agree more that every kid in America deserves access to a good public education. Okay, I can agree with that. Today's decision makes that more possible. What was today's decision? Trump's Supreme Court just greenlit his plans to gut the Department of Education. I like it. Or says when Chrysler first put the Hemi into the Chrysler 300, the air intake was in the front wheel well. In the front wheel well? Wow. That's insane. Well, I mean, the Chrysler 300. And yes, I know that's still a Ram product, kind of, but why did I click on that? Now we're gonna have to go all the way. There we go. It's really telling. Let's see what Fox News is saying. The short one.
I don't remember anybody electing Jeff Zients to be our president.
Doubt that,
so
I don't
the
doubt that.
idea that this went on, and you know, this really just opens the door for how much more went on during those last final days of the Biden administration, where he clearly was not in charge. that the fact that he's giving interviews to the New York Times now, trying to kind of clear his name and leave himself in history as not looking like a man who has really fallen apart while in office, it's really telling because he wants people to believe that he was in charge, and we all kind of know that he wasn't. I don't remember anybody.
And that brings me to another point. If you didn't see it, Trump, I think it was like real early in the morning the other day, wrote this long message, you know, trying to tell it was all about the Epstein client list, right? And Pam Bondi and everybody else. And I like to think on stuff for a couple, especially with stuff like this that's just so it's just so off the I don't want to jump to conclusions right away, right? And here's a thought that I had. And you hear it all the time, Trump is a, Trump and Elon, you put two people with big egos in the same room, they're gonna clash eventually. And I started thinking about Trump and his big ego. And then I started thinking about myself. Right? And mostly it happens with some friendships, but also a lot in dating with me. And I know I start knowing I did something wrong, but I'm trying to prove why I did it and I'm trying to make it like I'm in the right because I hate being in the wrong. And I start going off on long tangents, right? Long tangents, just like President Trump did in that long thing he talked about Epstein. And I think that's just his ego getting to him because I'm like that. I don't like when people tell me I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong, I've gotten better at that. But I know when I'm in that mode and I'm trying to when I'm not thinking straight and I'm trying to no, I'm right. I'm right. And I will make a very long text message or probably 20 or 30 text messages all to prove I'm right. And I think that's what Trump's going through right now. He doesn't like being wrong. He doesn't like being wrong. And I don't know if he's wrong right now. We're still trying to figure out what's going on with this damn Epstein stuff. But I think that's what he's trying to do. He's, because everybody's going against him. So he's trying to defend himself. So that's why he's writing these long, it sounds like there's possible to be a plan in there or something. I don't know. I'm still so confused with this Epstein stuff. I mean, we know it's a fake what came out. We found out the video's a fake. It's been cut up. It's been two different videos spliced together. And here's one thing I can say about that. So the way, I've always got mad. I've got a 256 gig SD card in my camera. But it only records in 4 gig components. Okay? It records 4 gigs at a time, and then 4 gigs, and then the camera automatically starts a new file every single 4 gigs. And it drives me nuts because then you got to swap over, if it's a 4-hour, say it's like 100 or 15, 20 gig thing, you've now got 6 or so different files that you got to all put into Premiere Pro. When I'm like, why can't I just have one big long thing? Well, that's the way video records or big files record. I don't know which way it is, and I don't understand. It's a stupid concept that I just don't understand. So maybe that's why it could have been 2 videos spliced together because it records for up to 4 gigs. And, I'm throwing out possibilities. I'm not saying this is true. It's just, something to look at. Just another thing to look at. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All right. New federal secrets exposed. Oh, we already read this. Boris says, I got a shitload of death threats over Trump last year. He pissed me off, but we can have no better option. And I agree, Boris. I agree. He was the best option that we had. Right? We know he could beat Kamala. Well, we knew he could beat Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Ron DeSantis, I kind of like Ron DeSantis, but not really, I don't know anything about football, so we're just going to pass that up. Babylon B, I don't feel like funny stuff today. I am demanding the release. How come all of a sudden all the Democrats, those jokes that are going around and they're memes and it says, oh my gosh, well, anything that we want, we'll say, oh yeah, just Trump, just say you don't like this so the Democrats will want it. Maybe that was another reason for this Epstein, debacle that we're going through right now. Because now all of a sudden, every single Democrat wants the Epstein list. And I kind of have a, look at everything the Democrats say. We prove they're wrong, but liberals will sit there and believe it anyways because they think we lie about everything and they think the Democrats are so honest and truthful, right? And so I think the Democrats are like, okay, if the Epstein files come out and Adam Schiff and all there are on there, big deal. We're going to get through it. We can get through that. But the conservatives won't let President Trump get through this or let whatever, right? So, or they don't, I said that wrong. But anyways, I think the Democrats, are just like, you know what, we can get through it. I mean, look at Adam Schiff. He has charges, he has he had to pay off somebody for touching some kid's kid or somebody, right? Something like that. He still gets hot. He still gets, in. So I just think that they're not afraid of anything that can be on those Epstein files because they're like, we'll just say it's just the conservatives lying. It's just the conservative, and people and the Democrats will believe them because they own CNN and MSNBC and all those, and they're just going to get them to say it the way that they want them to say it, right? And he says, it's fine, hilarious that they're suddenly demanding the release of the Epstein files. It is. It's funny, right? But let's see what this video says here.
Mr. Speaker, I introduced today an amendment demanding the full release of the Epstein files. The Speaker's Rules Committee should demand a vote tomorrow of every member of Congress.
Listen to this, guys. I demand it now. What if that was the plan all along? What if they came out and all of a sudden said, you know what? No. If we say we don't want, there was no client list, watch the Democrats freak out and start demanding for it, and then we can put it out, no problem. What if that was the plan? It's possible. It's plausible. We're watching Mythbusters
yes,
here.
We should release it, or no, we should not.
California.
This is a question of whose side are you on? Are you on the side of protecting the rich and the powerful who've put their thumb on the scales of government to suck out millions of dollars while working class Americans suffer? Or are you on the side of the people? The Attorney General said on her desk was the Epstein file. And now she's saying, no, nothing to see, don't release it. This is a question of trust. We need to release the Epstein files so we can restore government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And every member of Congress tomorrow should be forced to vote on this amendment. Mr. Speaker,
seeing the way that this guy is reacting, it even makes it more plausible that that's what Donald J. Trump just did. There's an executive order for the release of the files. What is Congress going to do to trump that? It may be all part of the things, Maybe I was talking with some buddies last night and they were talking about it and they're saying, well, maybe they're doing this and so this person can get fired and they can say, oh, well, since I got fired, I'm going to release the Epstein files so that way it's not on President Trump, Or, I like this idea even better, because what if this little theory that I have right now is correct? And they're just saying, hey, you know what? Let's say there were no Epstein files, and then watch the Democrats always start, we want to see him, because they think there really isn't, or maybe they thought they really got rid of it. And because remember how I told you, maybe there's a plan to do something to make them feel all warm and squishy and get them later on. Remember that was one of my thoughts that maybe they were doing? What if that is what they're doing? Because you see all these Democrats now just going nutsos on it. Hope says, I am standing on a step stool right now, so Graw can't call me short. You're still short. You're still short. Boris says, just relax and enjoy the show. I think that's a good idea, Boris. I definitely think that's a great idea. And so we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. We'll see. I could care less about this immigration stuff. We already saw that video. See what I mean, folks? By when I start going through my feeds, look, Eric Daughtry showed it. Now Mario Nawfal shows it. Everybody shows the same exact clip, and it just gets tiring having to go through X to find different stuff. Food is being distributed to illegals in Oxnard, California. This comes after the ICE raids, and illegals are afraid to leave their homes to risk deportation. Look at the bottom post. It says, sponsored. Someone is paying for this post to get out. Let's see. What are we looking at here? Those are from somebody named Lola. For your information, FIP, Oxnard. Where does it say? Oh, it does say sponsored down there. It does, doesn't it? So it says, here they are giving out food in Oxnard, 5001 Cuesta del Mar Avenue in Oxnard. So it says, here they're giving out food. This is what it says. And you know how stupid they are, right? Think about this. They posted this while they're all, come get your free food. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, ICE. Guess where to go find all the illegals? You ever notice how all of these people are none of them are skinny. None of them are skinny. They're in need of food and water and stuff, but none of them are skinny. And it's not like the kids in those third world countries where they haven't eaten, so their stomach is bloated. No, these people's whole body is out there. They're not hungry. Well, maybe they are because they're addicted to food or something. I don't know. Laura Trump said on Benny Clickbait Johnson, I think that Trump will be getting more transparent on Epstein. Yeah, I saw Benny Johnson having all kinds of posts and stuff today about it. But yeah, hey, ICE, go down to 5001 Cuesta del Mar in Oxnard. Hopefully you already got the memo. I just pass over football stuff. I'm not a big football fan. I used to be a Denver Broncos fan, and now, don't know anybody I like anymore. Harvard poll. Oh, we're going to believe a Harvard poll reveals surprising support for President Trump's agenda. 44% back Trump's big, beautiful bill, but most of the ideas are super popular. And you know what this is all about, folks? This is hard. You know, Harvard put something out in favor of President Trump to get people to go against it, right? As soon as you say, oh, people are in favor of President Trump's this, all the Democrats are going to be against it now. Isn't that how they work? That's how they work. I'm getting better at learning their I'm learning their tricks now, you know? Retard post of the day. Trans women are women, trans men are men, non-binary people are non-binary. And now I just got kicked. You know, I don't understand. If transgender people say this word, why can't we say this word? Well, I guess I can get it, right? Black people can say the N-word, but white people can't. I can say crippled because I am crippled, but normal people can't. I don't know, I guess. I don't know. We read that already. So Trump administration arrests illegal immigrant Arizona taco shop owner in major immigration sting, accused of employing dozens of illegal aliens. You know, I see nothing wrong with this. Hi, pandas. Hi, Panda Bear. Your attention, sweetheart. Panda wants her attention. Oh, look at that. You're even coming up, huh? Panda, you want to say hi to the show? You want to say hi to the show? You can say hi. Say hi, Panda. Oh, pretty girl. Yeah. All right. Panda got her attention. America First Ground Zero, Rudy Giuliani, guest speaker. Well, Andy, of course you're allowed to call me the crazy cripple because I'm not like that. I don't care what you call me. You can call me whatever the hell you want. Right? You know, I don't give a shit about that stuff. Mario Nawfal again. Everybody's put on notice that Trump means what he says. House Majority Tom Emerson. U.S. manufacturers will build these weapons, and guess what? NATO is going to pay for them, not the U.S. taxpayer. Trump has done it again. He's shown you why. Well, let's see this. I've heard something about this, but
what he's saying is that U.S. weapons manufacturers
no, they don't, Andy.
will
Hush.
build these weapons, and guess what? NATO's going to pay for them. So not the U.S. taxpayer. Donald Trump has done it again. He has shown you why he's the master negotiator, and he's going to get peace one way or another in that part of the world.
So Ukraine's Zelensky just applauded Trump's peace through strength.
And he's the
That's a
crazy
direct
cat man.
quote. So
those are fighting
Trump
words.
also got NATO allies to double their defense spending to 5% of their GDP. That means that NATO allies are standing up like true allies. He's also, Zelensky, though, is also saying cut off Russia's war financing. So can the U.S. block Russia from the SWIFT international system used for messaging to settle oil trades worldwide?
So here's still my problem, though. Why did the Biden administration want to send so many bombs and stuff to NATO? Because they're probably getting these kickbacks from the manufacturing companies that build these bombs. So the Democrats are still making money on this. So, that's just my thought. I could always be wrong, but this is what a human hand looks like under the microscope. All right, Adrian Curry, I want to say something. She said, it's fun to fantasize about winning the lotto. $1 million win would be life-changing. You are America's top model. When you're America's top model, what's the prize? Isn't it like $1 million? What is it? America's top model prize. She was America's top model. And she married Bobby Brady. Prize for winning America's top model was not a set monetary, but rather a package of opportunities and contracts. These often include a modeling contract. For example, in Cycle 618, the prize included a contract with LA Models and Management and a fashion spread in Vogue Italia and a $100,000 cover girl deal. So, I mean, I'm sure she made $1 million, right? If you were bad with your money. I like Adrian Curry. She's a conservative and stuff, but still. What do you want, Tawnies? See what I mean? These guys are just fighting back and forth with everybody now. They're doing it just to get. He's doing it just to make money. Just to make money. Okay, state of emergency declared in New Jersey. So what? That's New Jersey. Here's your guy. You guys are all hating on Benny Johnson. Here's your guys' Benny Johnson. Big announcement. The Benny Show will be live from inside the U.S. Capitol tomorrow with Speaker of the House Mike Johnson. What is why do you guys not like him and stuff? You know what Donnie wants? Everybody knows what Donnie wants. Oops, why did I do that? Everybody knows what Donnie wants. He always wants food. I could care less about him. Woke Netherlands is rationing electricity as the power grid is overwhelmed and the kingdom is focused on cutting emissions. Funny how that works. I don't claim that part of my Dutch heritage. Hope's texting stuff now. Am I supposed to put that on the show, Hope? The lead economist admits Trump's deportations push up citizens' wages. No shit, Sherlock. No shit. Oh shit. I still don't have any commercials. That's weird. Elizabeth Hurley. Oh my gosh, I was a big fan of her back in the day when she was in Austin Powers. Ooh. ICE assaults skyrocket 700% since January. ICE agents are getting hit harder than ever. Department of Homeland Security says assaults are up to nearly 700% since January. Left-wing groups and elected Democrats are under fire for fueling their threats. Well, you don't say. You don't say. It's mainstream. These are replying. Mainstream media brainwashing Americans on my channel, on every channel, 24/7. Something needs to be done about the out of control media. It's on both sides, though, folks. It's on both freaking sides. You gotta understand that it is. Hold on, I'm gonna do a refresh real quick because I gotta try something out. Is gonna fix what I'm having issues with. Probably not. Probably not. But let's see. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it is working now. All right, good. We got to do a commercial then. Woohoo! We're gonna make 18 cents. Still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Well, now here's your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped with only 1,000 units, and actually, if you go there, it's a different something now. But still. You're getting a bold dark roast that hits harder than a CNN fact check. The smooth medium roast and the Vitality coffee for clean energy and laser focus with no crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin free, mold free. Plus, you're also getting. Why do they got advertised mold free? Is there a lot of mold in coffee? A gold spoon clip because freedom isn't scooped with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother in law's political opinions. And a black 1775 tumbler that says, I don't take life advice or caffeine from a woke bitch. $170 worth of coffee and gear, yours for 99 bucks. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble, wondering if it's actually worth it. Well, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're all gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. Start your day with coffee that actually backs what you believe. I got a question about coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker per se. So I got a question for all you coffee drinkers. So, every once in a while when I get Donnie his free cup of puppuccino from Starbucks, I'll kind of feel bad. Or if it's like super hot and I need some energy, I'll get one of their frappuccinos. Or if it's really cold and I need some energy, I'll get a white mocha. It's like over $5 for a cup of coffee now. Over $5. And I know Starbucks has always been expensive. Do you think that Starbucks is the main reason why coffee's so expensive nowadays? In the my brother owns a restaurant, and I was like the host every weekend in the 90s, in the early 90s, until about 1997. And I think we charged 50 cents for a cup of coffee back then. And don't get me wrong, I know there's inflation and BS and stuff like that, But why are we spending $5+ on a coffee, on a cup of coffee? And now, like, I just looked at, I looked recently at that, look at the price of, rum or 1775 coffee. It's pretty expensive too. Did people just realize, because Starbucks said, hey, my coffee's $5 a cup. Deal with it. And all of a sudden it's like a status figure, right? People buy BMWs not because they're BMWs. They buy BMWs because they want to be able to show that they got money. And here's a story. Here's a story for you guys. Andy says Starbucks coffee isn't very good and it's expensive. I don't really drink coffee, so I don't have an opinion on it. What's up? What's up, you guys? Oh my gosh, who's farting over here? And so when I had a thrift store and I used to buy a lot of storage units, and I learned something buying these storage units. Like this one, it had all a bunch of collectibles in there. It had little statues of Lord of the Rings, baseball figures, baseball cards, basketball figurines, jerseys, and there was a lot of paperwork in there. And I'm nosy, so I started looking through the paperwork. And these people have like a $600,000 house. They had $100,000 some odd $1,000 Mercedes. Then they had another 100,000 some odd whatever BMW. And I'm just looking through their records, and all their credit card bills and stuff are in there. And I'm just looking how much they're spending, and all of a sudden, I'm buying their storage auction for their storage unit for like $100. And I just learned, I'm like, you know what? All these people were doing was trying to keep up with the Joneses. I think that is the only reason. Personally, this is why I think Starbucks is so successful. Because they charge the most for, well, maybe not the most, but they charge a lot for their coffee, and it's a status symbol, right? Hey, look at me. I drink Starbucks coffee. Oh, you got that McDonald's coffee for 50 cents? Oh, yeah, whatever. I got the McDonald's coffee. Am I wrong? That's what I think. That's what I think. Boris says, fuck Starbucks. They tried to cancel Christmas. I throw the cars stuck in the drive-thru with the bullhorn for the hell of it. I'll be honest, you know what? I do buy their mugs because they sell for a lot of money on eBay. And at the thrift store I go to, if you buy 5 or more mugs, every mug that you buy is only $1. So I'll buy these Starbucks mugs for $1 and then sell them for $20 on eBay. So I do buy Starbucks mugs at the thrift store, but I make a profit off of it. So I'm not. Anyways, Starbucks status symbol for socialist. It says board. But isn't it though? Don't you guys think it's a status symbol? I mean, Supreme. If there's a brand called Supreme, and if you put the Supreme name on, and it can be a cheap backpack, but once you put that name on there, the prices are outrageous. Let me see, Supreme. It's just a red name with a thing on there, right? Let's go to shop. Let's see how much their stuff is. Okay, here's just a T-shirt with their name on it. $78. $78 for this T-shirt, just because it says Supreme on it. What's another? Let's see. What, Donnie? Just look at their jacket. This is an ugly jacket right here. How much is it? $200 for this ugly jacket because it says Supreme. What is it made of? And it's poly satin. It's poly satin with mesh lining and taffeta sleeve lining, half zip closure with welt zip hand pockets at lower. $200 for a freaking jacket. It's a status symbol, folks. Victims of Bernie Madoff of Calais takes on major banks in the massive ghost Ponzi. Interesting. So I guess they're allowed to fire all the people from the Department of Education now. It is better, Andy, and only thing I get at McDonald's. The coffee? Is it? I don't drink coffee, so I really... Like, when I drink coffee, I drink the foo-foo stuff. Hope says, Starbucks would not support our soldiers and send coffee to them in Iraq and Afghanistan. That's awful. But like I said, I you know why I go there? I get Donnie's free pup cup. I get a free pup cup for Donnie. He's happy, and I don't got to pay for it. And because they told, as soon as they told me that I don't have to buy anything to get Donnie a free pup cup, I just go in there and get Donnie a free pup cup every time. So I guess I'm getting over on them then, right? Because it's not cheap for whipped cream anymore. A can is now like $6 at Vons, and maybe that's because I'm up here in the mountains, but I don't know. Bongino back at work after taking time off amid clash with Bondi over Epstein document. I think, I'm starting to think more and more this was just a facade. It used to be Folger's Maxwell House, but those coffees are truly bottom tier, huh? Are they? I remember, I guess Starbucks was already out, and my buddy loved this coffee at this coffee shop. It was from Hawaii. It was some kind of Hawaiian coffee, and it was freaking... It was up there in price. It was, this was like 2003, so it was like, I think it was like $3 a cup of coffee or something. And it was some Hawaiian coffee. Let's see. Coffee shop in Linda Mar, Pacifica, California. Let me see if that coffee shop is still there. That was on Highway 1. Nope. Well, they're closed for today, probably. Craftsman Coffee. Francisco Boulevard. This was it, I think. Perfect Pour Coffee. Is it Lindemar? Forget. Maybe it's Fairmont. Hold on. Let me see where I am again. Okay. That's Westlake. No. Should curve down. What the hell's going on here? Moss Beach. This is Linda right here. And it wasn't on Highway 1. It was on Palmero. Dang, there's this many ones here. Let's see. Cafe Pacifica. That's got to be it right here. Cafe Pacifica. See where that is. I'm trying to look at the street name. I'm looking for a certain street name. Monterey Boulevard. Lagro. Anyways, I don't care. It was, they're gonna get me on a thing. If If they say in the Pup Cup, don't mess up Donnie's nuts, don't know if there's any studies on soy effects on dogs. Is that soy, a Pup Cup? It's just freaking whipped cream, right? United States Supreme Court has handed a major victory to the parents and students across the country by declaring the Trump administration may proceed on returning the functions of the Department of Education back to the states. Except for California, because they're going to screw it all up. Elmo's been holding his inner Marxist at bay. What the fuck is going on with Elmo? Oh, it's a Babylon Bee stuff. Who is Ed Krasenstein, by the way? I know he's a liberal, but does anybody know who he is or what he does? There are plenty of fathers who have been in the same shower as their daughters. Virtually all pediatricians and child psychologists support it until a certain age. Nope. American woman dancing because the whole community keeps getting approved for EBT food stamps. Well, I hate to say it, that's gonna change, chick. Hey, is anybody watching? Is it Philadelphia that's having the big, huge trash strike right now? Isn't it Philadelphia? Man, that's crazy. Woman worried her eyebrows aren't stupid enough. Okay, now that's funny. That one's funny. The coffee you buy went up to $5. If $5, F them. Lots of things at our supermarket went up $1. Can't wait to get your passport. Right on, Boris. Yeah, you know what? So check this out. I want to show you buy government auction. I was gonna buy something, or at least I was gonna bid on something, right? At this auction that I found. GSAauctions.gov, okay? And then I was like, so let's see, auctions. Let's do an advanced search. State of California. Then I did 93643 with a radius of 500 miles. No, let's just do 300, okay? And then enter. So let's search. And watch this. So I was looking at some stuff at Moffett Field. Was that Moffett Field? That's in LA. There is some good stuff at Moffett Field. It was like some, forget what it was. And then there was also some wood at another place. And it was really cheap. Like this medical stuff. Oh, that's in LA. Where's this stuff from Moffett? Sacramento, Susanville. There we go, Moffett Field. So you click on the auction, right? Holy shit, it's $1,500 for whatever this is. What the heck is this thing? A computer processors. Wow, $1,500 for them. But so it's at 50 United. Oh, that's actually San Francisco. That's not Moffett Field. But there's something on here where it says you must have a real ID to purchase. Important notice: all bidder property in this lot may be sold to only U.S. entity, U.S. citizenship. Receiver must be proven prior to any removal. Also, entry onto base for inspection and removal must be backed up with a proof of U.S. citizenship before it's allowed. Oh, that's something different. That's different than the other ones I saw. Okay, hold on, let me find the other ones. Because the other one said you must have a real ID just to even get on there. That's an LA, Parlier, Moffett Field. That's one we just looked at. Moffett Field, industrial welder. I think this one might be it. So where was this? This is at Moffett Field. Okay. All persons accessing NASA Moffett Field, either for inspection or removal, shall have a real ID or government-issued ID with additional TSA-approved documents. What does that mean? So there was something I was going to bid on, but I couldn't because you got to have a real ID, which I don't have, or a government-issued ID with TSA support documents. What is this? Let's just see what this. Let's go ask Grok. We'll say, Grok, what does this mean? Super Grok now. Okay. What does this mean? Let's see what it says. A government-issued ID with additional TSA-approved documents refers to identification documents required by the... Well, no shit. For air travel or entry to certain facilities in the United States, government-issued ID is a valid driver's license, a U.S. passport, a state-issued ID card, a military. So can I? Oh, additional TSA-approved documents in some cases may not be suffice, and the TSA may require additional documentation to verify who you are. These additional, a second form of government-issued ID documents like a birth certificate, social security card. Oh, I wonder if I could go buy stuff there. Isn't a California ID compliant by this point? No, mine's not. Because I kept getting in there that I must up to a real ID. I got my ID in 2020, I think, when I moved up here, and it wasn't compliant yet. So I don't think so. Anybody's? I know Hope started watching this, the Sean Ryan stuff. I watched a little bit of it, and I asked the question at the beginning of the show, but there's more people here now. What do you guys think? So he is talking a lot about a lot of conservative points, and it's because he's on a conservative show. Do you think that Sean Ryan, so far at least, what I think is that he's letting him, you let somebody talk so they can talk themselves into trouble. But do you think Gavin Newsom is thinking in his head, well, you know what? I'm on the Sean Ryan show. It's a conservative show. None of my Democrat constituents are going to be watching this show because it's the Sean Ryan show. And then he brought, I'm glad you brought up my kids because I'm a good father and I'm a good father and a good dad. And I'm like, good dad, how many freaking times did you cheat on your freaking wife? How many times did you cheat on your freaking wife? Is that the same stuff you're dealing with can't get on a plane to leave Alaska, Boris? Gotcha. And if you want to go through Canada, you need a passport too, right? Boris says, my whole family fought for this country, but I don't have the freedom to go where I want. Well, you got the freedom, but in order to get the freedom, you gotta get this idea that they're forcing on us. Do you feel they're taking American jobs? Oh, let's see what he says about this.
Community, all these mixed status families, $8.5 billion of tax collection in California every year from undocs. $8.5 billion that we receive just at the state level of taxes. That was the last Pew estimate. So it's not insignificant.
Okay, hold on a minute. Let's ask Brock a new question then. How much money does California spend? Oops, I can't type today. Spend on undocumented people each year. So claims the state spends nearly $31 billion annually on benefits and services for undocumented aliens. $31 billion. Okay, so let's look at this then. How much did he say that they get paying taxes?
Tax collection in California every year from undocs. $8.5 billion of tax.
So they bring in $8.5 billion on taxes because what they do is they have their fake social security number or whatever to get work. So $8.5 billion. And here it says, well, the state of California, from the Federation for American Immigration Reform, claims the state spends nearly $31 billion annually on benefits and service for illegal aliens. More recent posts on X and other sources cite figures raising from $9.5 billion to $10.5 billion. But that's still a net negative. If you go with this number, they're still losing $1 billion because of illegal aliens. So, don't give us all the facts, you asshole.
Collection in California every year from undocs. $8.5 billion that we receive just at the state level of taxes. That was the last Pew estimate. So it's not insignificant. Backbone, it's half of our agriculture work. You care about farmers and ranchers. If that's what your number one go-to commitment, then you sure as hell should care about their workers. 41% of our construction workers, Texas and California have the highest percentage of their construction workers that would fall into that category. How the hell do we
think about that? So you're a proponent. Look at all the construction workers are Californians or are legal immigrants, right? Or legal aliens. Think about that. So let's ask Croc this question then. What is the salary for a union carpenter in California. The salary for a union carpenter in California varies between region, but 30 to 60 bucks an hour, okay? 30 to 60 bucks an hour. Okay? How much an hour is a non-union carpenter paid in California? Let's see how much that is. Oh shit, I didn't type it in there, sorry. What the hourly wage of a non-union carpenter in California? So let's look up here first. So it says even in Fresno, which is cheap as hell, Sacramento $35 to $40 an hour, Fresno $30 to $40 an hour, Santa Cruz, Monterey $40 to $50 an hour, Santa Clara $50 to 60 bucks an hour. Okay, so now let's go down here and let's see for non-union. Non-union carpenters typically earn $15 to $50 an hour. Okay, let's see what $15 is up here. So that's half of what Fresno's starting make, less than half of Sacramento's, way less than Monterey and Santa Clara, way less than Alameda, and half of approximately 30 to 60 in California. So that's half. And you know why? Because the illegal aliens come in and say, "Well, I work for $15. I work for $15," and they take all the jobs away. It's not that hard to realize that they are taking the jobs away. And California, especially labor unions, why are labor unions voting for this stuff? Unions pay more, and they're trying to promote the unions, but by voting for Democrats, they're giving all their union jobs away to basically non-union workers, so they can get paid less money. Or says, the way I see it, they took my right to travel and have to earn the privilege to travel. Now that's a good way of thinking about it, Boris. Are you a sovereign citizen now? You keep saying right to travel.
Pasadena and Palisades. We're going to need a peak next year. We estimate about 70,000 workers. Without that workforce, ain't going to happen. You're struggling here. You imagine.
Wait a minute. So that just brings a new point to me. You know, let's make it real. I'm pretty sure that the Democrats had something behind the Pacific Palisades fire, right? Think about this. You know, the right won a lot of the elections in 2024. A lot of the elections. What do you think if they had these fires now? So that way they can say, look at all the jobs we brought to California. Look at all the carpenter jobs and plumbing jobs and concrete jobs and building jobs. Think about that. Same thing they did with COVID. Oh, look, we brought all these jobs back. They just brought the jobs back that were COVID jobs. Maybe this is their plan, and maybe people see it, but Andy says, I'm not driving. I'm traveling for the purpose of conducting commerce. No, it's not conducting commerce, right? I thought it's got to say, I'm not conducting commerce. I don't know.
Peak there. So I think there needs to be a pathway for those folks as we secure the border, and we own that issue.
Do you feel that they're taking American jobs?
Not in Tulare County. Not in Ventura County. I don't know many people that want a job out there in those packing facilities. Mm-hmm. I don't see many people look like me jumping at those jobs. I just don't.
Okay, and then now this brings up another thing I'm going to bring up. See, I was saying, yeah, well, nobody wants to do those packing jobs, right? Because the people that actually do work, they make higher wages, right? You know, they do jobs like welding, whatever, businessmen, business services type jobs. The people that would normally work in the packing facilities and the farming are the people that live on welfare. So the Democrats are giving them welfare money not to work, so that way the illegals can come in. I can't believe I'm just figuring this stuff out. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm just now figuring this stuff out.
Maybe there's some exceptions. I haven't seen the evidence of that.
How am I just figuring that out? Liberals are now vandalizing churches. What the f is wrong with this? And you know, could you imagine? So I have a friend who works part at a church, right? And a lot of them are liberals. And can you imagine them damaging those people's church when they're pretty much all liberals in that church?
Broad daylight, the church has
What's up,
been
Willow?
sprayed
Happy Monday.
in broad daylight. This is unbelievable.
Oh, that's loud. Satan
And
lives.
I tell you, I am heartbroken right now. This is unbelievable. Oh, yeah, baby. Go ahead and do what you need to do.
Oh, and that's a black church too. You can tell. Go on, baby. Go. You know, you can just tell. It's not racist either. Just
And
that's
this is
the way
in
they
broad
speak.
daylight. You can still smell the paint
You still spell
in
the.
broad daylight.
Look at that, destroying vehicles. They broke the window too.
You can still smell the paint.
The Baptist church.
Unbelievable.
The Baptist church. Jeez Louise, man. I mean, what gives these people the right to think that they can just go out and destroy these buildings and all this stuff? You know, what the heck gives them the right to do this? Charlie Kirk's done talking about Epstein. Good. Boy, you know, Nancy Mace, I'm done with you too. Nancy Mace is becoming the AOC of the Conservative Party. I'm telling you, she is. She is. That's all she is. Nancy Mace, right? Imagine finding out the guy who you took medical advice from needs a preemptive pardon. Same people complaining about alligator Alcatraz are the ones who wanted to put you in a camp for not getting the jab. Remember that? You know, I guess they were over the weekend. Some people went to alligator Alcatraz, right? And they're complaining that they're going to the bath. Their toilets are in the same room that they brushed their teeth in. Doesn't everybody brush their teeth in the same? Well, not everybody, because some of the newer homes have a separate bathroom from the sink, right? The toilet's in a separate little room in some places, but most of the United States, the bathroom is where you brush your teeth, where the toilet is. Am I not wrong? And then they're talking about, well, they're in cages, and then, well, they're drinking water from the toilet, and I know what they're talking about, because let's be real here. I've been to jail, right? And in jail, it's all one unit. It's the toilet there, and above the toilet, it goes up, and then there's a sink there, and that's where you brush your teeth and stuff like that. It's in every single jail, pretty much. It's in almost all the jails, right? Let's just look up toilets in toilet in jail. Look at it. Look at it. Why aren't you complaining about all the people that are in jail doing that? Oh my gosh, here's another jail cell. The toilet's right next to the sink. Oh my gosh, every single toilet has a sink above it. That's where you brush your teeth. And in the Santa Barbara County Jail, in the medical unit where I was stuck at sometimes, this was the only water that they had in our unit. You had to drink the water from there. So what did I do? I would hoard my milks. You get in the morning with breakfast, you get 2 milks or 1 milk. For lunch, you would get a milk or 2 and juice. And for dinner, you would get milk and a juice or something. I would only drink that. That's the only time I would ever drink, because I wasn't drinking the water out of the toilet. But that was when I was in jail, right? Jail is not supposed to be a vacation, folks. Just saying. Just saying. Andy says, I've never actually been to a jail. Well, fortunately, I have. Willow says it's the Flesh and Brush. Debbie Wasserman Schultz of Florida. Is that who it was that was saying that? By the way, Willow, I was on a stream last night dedicated to talking about God and President Trump last night, and I sent out the link to some people, and Boris like, Eddie, don't forget, say a prayer for Willow and Get Some, because if you don't know, Get Some is going through cancer treatment right now too. And so we said a prayer for you and for Get Some on this church show that I was on with AC last night. So if you started feeling something weird last night, that was because a whole bunch of people were praying for you. Roger Stone talks about Clinton's and their relationship with Ghislaine.
To be sitting there leering at this wedding, please unpack this relationship.
Well, she was, of course, Epstein's pimp. She was in charge of trolling the bus stations and the train stations, looking for, children who had no parents or who were estranged.
Right on, Boris.
They're the easiest children to kidnap and traffic. She was making all the arrangements for him. I think she knew his business inside and out. She, again, by the Biden administration, she was charged with conspiracy to engage in child sex trafficking, but yet again, in her case, no other conspirators are identified.
So over the weekend, a whole bunch of people were saying that Ghislaine Maxwell wants to speak in front of Congress. It's interesting that that's happening. It's interesting. New Jersey, we already talked about this. Department of Justice rejects Ghislaine Maxwell's appeal in SCOTUS response. She's like, hey, if there's no client Epstein list, then let me out of jail. I would too. Argentina records 1.6 inflation and lowest good inflation since 27. Who cares about them? I may not be the most. See, this cat turd, he's just all about making money, dude. All about making money. Chicken for the United States has been banned in the European Union since 1997. I love chicken. That sucks. We're getting some bad chickens. Ghislaine Maxwell willing to testify before Congress and expose Epstein's client list. This is an Elijah Shaver video. Darn it. Now we're going to be stuck. I have to pack up again. I always click on the wrong link. Holy shit, we got to go way down there. I finally figured out what does this too, because on this list right here, I'm on this list of people that I like to follow and stuff. So every time somebody posts something, it pushes it down, right? And because I'm moving, it can't push it down while I'm moving. So the minute we come back, it just adds all that new stuff. And that's the issue with what I'm seeing. I finally figured it out. All right, let's see. This should pop it open. Here we go. Shall we watch the video? There's a video. Gotta watch a commercial first, huh?
Drinking warm water before bed fixes tooth and gum problems overnight. People are healing.
Get bad, yay!
I almost burned my old shoes.
Later.
That's how sick I was of the
Another
pain.
commercial?
Foot pain, knee pain, back pain, nothing.
Report: Ghislaine Maxwell ready to testify before Congress could blow lid off Epstein files and elite pedophile network. That's our top story for today at the Gateway Pundits Week in Review.
Sounds official. No problem, Willow.
Welcome back to the Gateway Pundits Week in Review. This is our show where we look over some of the top stories of the past 24 hours. My name is Sarah Stock. I'm your host for today, taking over for Elijah Schaefer. If you want to find me on social media, it's just Sarah C. Stock on both X and on Instagram. Let's get into these crazy stories for today. Our number one story is about Ghislaine Maxwell.
How long is this?
Possibly
minutes.
Coming forward with more evidence about the Epstein scandal. Convicted sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell is reportedly ready and willing to testify before the U.S. Congress with the full extent of Jeffrey Epstein's criminal empire and the powerful men who participated in it. According to a Daily Mail report, Maxwell...
I'm just going to read it myself. She would be more than happy to sit before Congress to tell her story. No one from the government has ever asked her. She remains the only person jailed in connection to Epstein and would welcome the chance to tell the American public the truth. Oh, I can imagine. Because, you could be keeping your mouth shut for a long time, but when you're the only one sitting in jail and everybody's getting away with it, I would be pissed, right? I would start saying, you know what, I'm going to start ratting these people out. Andy says she still denies she did nothing wrong, so I'm not sure how good her any testimony would be. Yeah, that might be a little true, huh? Freaking A, dude. like every post is about arguing, and then he gets how many fucking people just live it up. It's just getting old. Nancy Mace, I don't listen to you anymore. I got to take her off my top list. I haven't seen this yet. Ma'am Donnie yanked off stage mid question as campaign shuts them down. What the heck is this all about?
And I'm excited at the prospect of building this coalition further and further, such that it reflects the beauty and the breadth of our city. Thank you for your question, Ms. Sarah.
I think we're done here.
We're
Gonna go. Come on.
We
Come on. We're wrapping up. Sorry, folks.
Okay.
We're wrapping up. I'm so sorry, guys.
Sorry.
I wonder why. He's trying to answer questions and they're pulling him off. I wonder why. Yo, what's up, Mr. Nice Guy? What's up? How's it going, my friend? Everybody go check out Mr. Nice Guy Alexander over there on YouTube land. He does live streams every weekend when he goes out and does his flag waving events in Illinois. Yep, he does it in Illinois. They get pretty interesting and pretty awesome. I watch him whenever I can. I don't get notifications though on YouTube anymore though. That's the problem. You don't get notifications. You don't know when somebody's live. By the time I get the notification, it's Monday morning and he's not live anymore. So, let's see what's going on with James O'Keefe.
This is remarkable. This guy, Yale-educated mRNA director at Pfizer. So we know the vaccine had issues. We know there was a cover-up. So this week, what we exposed with Pfizer Pharmaceutical? Next week, we're going after Johnson & Johnson. O'Keefe.
Interesting. I want, he started off with the Epstein list stuff. How come he didn't finish up with it? Or did he and I missed it? Matt Walsh sends a message to the Trump administration. We want the people dragged in front of us, weeping and begging for mercy. Yes, we do. We'll all come together as the ice cream industry to lead major change and make the commitment to removing artificial colors. Good. Oh, he hired behind Biden's old handlers? Who did? James O'Keefe? Well, who are you talking about, Boris? You're behind, I'm sure, because there's a delay always. I wonder who you're talking about. Trump to make a historic second state visit to the UK's King Charles. Wow, it's hard saying that. I'm so used to saying Queen Elizabeth all my life, and I'm not a big UK fan. I was shocked in court Friday when her routine question to attorneys for Kilmar Abrego Garcia revealed they don't have the underlying A file to support claim he was wrongly deported. Interesting. Sometimes you're still in church when Mr. Nice Guy goes live. Gotcha. That makes sense. Boris is in church for quite a while on Sundays. Bro got superpowers. I show up as your nurse. Do you feel safe? This guy says, if I was paralyzed from the neck down, I would still get up and walk to another hospital. Oh my goodness. Beyonce, unreleased track stolen from SUV in Atlanta. Good. Who cares about Beyonce? Her and Jay-Z are big-time pedophiles. And he says, all the currency and coinage I saw in New Zealand and Australia and Fiji still had Queen Elizabeth. Nothing on Charles yet. Can you imagine how much that would freaking cost to change? I mean, that's got to be expensive. Not to like being a hypocrite. They always show this Joe person. I don't know why. It's amazing to me that Pam Bondi still hasn't done a news conference over her decisions on Epstein. It's her responsibility to explain her decisions, blah, blah, blah. This guy thinks he's like a big person, too. Clown World. This dude came out with a coin. Everybody's coming out with coin. Why are you going to buy his coin? Is he going to be like the Hawk 2 girl? He's going to be like Hawk 2 girl? John Goodman proved he's staying slim after 200-pound weight loss. Well, he's got to look good for all those little freaking 14-year-old kids he's trying to molest. He's Hollywood, he's part of Pedowood. So the Supreme Court give Trump we read that part. Anti-ICE protester blocking the extras to paddle and deer in New York taken into custody. I like watching people get arrested for the most part.
No peace. No justice. No peace.
All right, or chick or dude. We should start playing this game. Is this a chick or a dude? Chick or a dude? I don't know. It can't. It's they're going from one direction to the other direction. I can tell that they're transferring. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Yo, Mr. Nice Guy's over here in freaking Rumble Land. Chick, is that a chick or a dude? Which way are they transitioning? Transitioning, that's it. Which way are they transitioning? They're in the middle, you can tell. Oh, look at that, Mr. Nice Guy just follow me. You notice they're all white people?
This is the New York City Police Department. You are unlawfully obstructing pedestrian traffic.
Andy says Pat. I wonder, have you guys noticed we haven't really been seeing National Lawyers Guild hats around? They're weirdos, as Mr. Nice Guy. What do you guys think? Do you think Do you think National Lawyers Guild are out there? Like, I just saw this chick, and that's why I'm asking. And she's taking see how she's taking people's names down? That's what the National Lawyers Guild does, so they can go out and they can bail them out. I wonder if they realized that their bright green hats were giving them away, and they took them away. I never watched Saturday Night Live, Andy, so I wouldn't know that.
On black and brown people.
Nothing wrong. This is a complete violation of U.S.
Even the Chinita ladies over there, like, what's up with these weirdo psycho people? Oh, is that a No Kings event?
And all proper statements.
Stop watching CNN, lady.
Get on the sidewalk, please.
Do you think they get paid more money if they get arrested? Is that what happens? You get paid more money when you get arrested? Disco Dean, his new prep car is a bright pink 79 Trans Am, has Hawk Tua on the front of it and on his career. Really? Does he? I'll have to go check that out. I'll have to go check it out. The old man has been at your protests? Really? That old man has been up there in Illinois? Crazy. Oh, I forgot there's people on X, so I'm not showing all the different chats. My bad. My bad. There's all the chats. You would think they would automatically turn it on for me. I think they would automatically turn that stuff up for me. Now everybody can follow Mr. Nice Guy here on Rumble. I just followed him on Rumble myself. Let's see. Liberal fatigue. I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. Who cares? See, look, they're all about making money now. That's what they all are. I'm telling you. Yes, she may have lost her race to a transgender person. And yeah, that probably sucked. But do you know how much money that has made her? She's rich now because of it. Let's just be real. She's rich because of it. Man living in the United States for 46 years has green card revoked. I wonder why. Is a criminal illegal alien with an extensive criminal history, including convictions for distribution of cocaine, marijuana, assault, and disorderly conduct. But yet, look at Newsweek says, a man living in the U.S. for 46 years has green card revoked. You don't mention none of the other junk that he did. Hollywood heir accused of beheading wife. In-laws die in custody days before release of key evidence. Who are these people they're talking about? Who are they? Am I going to actually have to click it? Let's go to open a new link. Am I going to have to actually click it? Sam Haskell IV, the Hollywood scion accused of chopping up his wife and in-laws before taking... Who is this? Does anybody know who this person is? Mel Haskell poses... Who is this person? Who is he? I mean, he's a Hollywood person. I mean, we know there. In order to be in Hollywood, you got to be pretty psychopath, right? You got to be pretty much a psychopath. They all are. Mr. Nice Guy MNGQ on Rumble. Just you should just be able to. If you click on his name, it should make it so you can go right there and subscribe to him, Boris. Cash, Bondi, and Bongino spotted at White House with. So we had Cash, Bondi, and also Bongino at the White House all on the same time, but they didn't say what was being said there. My driver today, 17 going on 33. She does not look like 17. She might be, I guess. Eliza, innocent young girls don't matter to Democrats. It's all about the power. I agree. All right, so I'm not a big drug person. So is this true? I thought when you're on cocaine, your eyes get really small. I thought they were really small, but here it's showing them really big. Marijuana, they're I don't know which one are those. Are these right? Anybody know? Are these right or are they wrong? I'm guessing they're wrong. I'm guessing they're wrong. Where that? This is pretty cool. So there's a national wildlife refugee named after Jocelyn Nungare. She was, she was killed by illegal aliens. So that's pretty cool. And he says, I hate clickbait, right? So do I. So do I. They're running for mayor of New York City. Why would they ask him such weird questions? Okay, let's see it.
We're just looking at a debate panel of Democrats for the mayoral race in NYC.
Yeah.
Did you see? Did you got that video where they asked him what was the first thing you would do, and the things they said was so stupid.
Where would you go first? Right, the South.
I did. I saw that.
Visit. I would.
I watched it live.
Land.
Mr. Cuomo.
Given the hostility and the anti-Semitism that has been shown in New York, I would go to Israel.
So why are they saying, "Oh, I'd go to Israel"? You're mayor of New York. You're not a freaking president. Who cares if you go to Israel? We have Democrats thinking all Proud Boys have been hired by ICE and Border Patrol.
Tilson, where would you go?
Yeah, I'd make my 4th trip to Israel, followed by my 5th trip to Ukraine, 2 of our greatest allies.
You're a New York mayor.
On the front lines of the global war on terror.
I would stay in New York City. My plans are to address New Yorkers across the 5 boroughs and focus on that.
Mr. Mamdani, can I just jump in?
The Muslim got it right.
As the mayor, I'll be standing up for Jewish New Yorkers, and I'll be meeting them wherever they are across the 5 boroughs, whether that's in their synagogues and temples or at their homes.
What are you going to do, kill them?
Platform, because
in their
ultimately,
tunnels?
We need to delivering on their concerns.
And just yes or no, do you believe in a Jewish state of Israel?
I believe Israel has the right to exist.
Not as a Jewish state?
As a state with equal rights.
He won't
Not as a
say it
Jewish
has
state.
a right to
What does
exist
this
as a
have to
Jewish state.
do with
And his
being a
answer
New
was
York
no.
mayor?
He won't.
That's supposed to end the conversation. You're supposed to say Israel has a right to defend itself or whatever he said, and then discussion over.
My goal would be to take my first trip to Israel.
Oh my, they're all just talking about going to Israel. You guys are New York City mayors if you win. These freaking people. Who fucking cares? Gavin Newsom's 10-year plan to end San Francisco's homelessness marks 20-year anniversary. Convicted hijacker among 1,361 violent criminals in ICE Houston sweep. Nice. ICE is nice. Lena Alba has subpoenaed Democrat New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy for conspiring to harbor illegal aliens in his home. Oh wow! I thought it was somebody else, so they caught him too, huh? Interesting. That's why they want illegal aliens, because then they can have free freaking. They got their own free slaves there, right? They got their own slaves. They got their own slaves. I wonder what that is all about. Why did they cut his show short? Department of Homeland Security number 2 torches Newsom. He's defending exploiters. ICE is saving kids. Ooh, it's on Fox News. Let's watch this.
Absolutely. He is defending them while he demonizes our ICE law enforcement. I do want to also mention those tons
'Cause he's trying to
of
become a
10
president.
unaccompanied children who were rescued by law enforcement. We think that they likely faced exploitation, potentially slave labor, human trafficking, and they are now in HHS custody, and we're making sure they're being taken care of. But these are the individuals Gavin Newsom is defending. He
Oh,
should be
speaking of
thanking
Gavin Newsom,
ICE
look
law
who's here.
enforcement and CBP law enforcement for rescuing these children and
What's up,
getting these
Gavin?
vicious criminals off of American streets.
All right, so 320,000 unaccompanied minors went missing in the Biden administration. You found 10 of them. There's still a lot of other ones out there.
Yeah, we found 10 in this operation specifically, but 10,000 under President Trump and Secretary Noem have been rescued and are in safe hands now. But
Dude, do you think
we have
these
a lot of
people
work to
in
do.
Camarillo, or do you think they're going to get in trouble for having those, not only all those illegal alien working for him, but those illegal alien minors that are working for him?
Illegal immigration was a huge humanitarian crisis under the Biden administration, and we have to get these kids.
We didn't watch it live, but we watched it afterwards. It was pretty cool. Dude, this guy's just trying to sell every different kind of fucking shirt around, isn't he? Hero Save Children's Life. Oh, I like watching videos like this. Oh shit, the kid's up there. They dropped it. What do you mean they saved it? What do you mean they dropped him? Watch. Hold on. Look. Watch. Hold on. Can I go step by step with this? Nope. Let's see if I can catch it at the right spot. They dropped him. I mean, they tried to save him. Look at that. His head just hit the ground. They didn't. Yes, they tried to save him. Did they save him? I mean, he might still be alive. They might have slowed him down, but still, they didn't save his life per se. He still hit the ground. And then they landed on top. Well, they didn't land on top of him. Dude, it's sand. How many times as kids did we fall on those freaking things, dude? I get it. They softened the fall, but I'd probably fallen off shit like that when I was a kid all the time. It's called being a kid. If you haven't broken your arm or broken something as you were a kid, then you didn't have a good childhood. That meant you were having fun. They absorbed the sickness. I get it. I know. But you know me. I gotta mess with them a little bit. Come on. I'm sorry. I don't know what I was saying. Honestly, just sad to watch. Okay, I gotta take a break real quick. I'm gonna show this to you guys real quick.
Get a better job.
I'll be right back.
Get a higher paid job. Stealing yams. I can't get one of those stupid ass jobs that I'm probably not getting to work for. If I went to a schooling of any type, I'll probably only be there for a year, then I'll want a new job because I'm gonna hate it. I don't care how much it fucking pays me. It can pay me $30 an hour. If I hate the job, I'm not going to stick around for it. Secondly, I don't have the resources to get a higher fucking paying job. One, I don't fucking drive because I hate driving. Two, I don't go to school because I can't afford to go to fucking school. Three, I don't want to go to trade school, but there's no interest in it. If I go to school, it has to be something I'm interested in, which is none of this bullshit that everyone fucking pays because I hate it. Okay? I hate my fucking jobs. Great, yeah, and I get you have to do it even if you don't like it. Well, guess what? I'm not going to get a higher paying job if I'm not going to fucking care for it. Okay? There you go. So fuck you, fuck all of you, and fuck off.
Oh, I came back just in time. So did the monster. Dude, I gave you a couple of things already, okay? Huh? I'm giving you some stuff already. What was he saying? What did I miss? Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Did I miss anything that was worth it? Willow says, you broke your front teeth. You broke your front teeth as a kid, right on. Boris says, fell out of trees, all kinds of crap, yeah. I used to fall off, I fell off a lot off of the metal slide, because I would go up it backwards. I would go up the metal slides backwards. Hold on, I'm going to do a refresh real quick on this. I want to see something. I want to test something out. I rumbled myself. I want to see if something changed. Because Rumble's been messing up for me lately. Let's see if I got another campaign now. Nope, no more campaigns. Maybe I only got one campaign today. Okay, not that many commercials today we got to do. Miss nothing, he's a loser. Figured as much. Figured as much. Amuse's daughter. You know, this guy had... how many people does this guy have following him? Oh, he does have less than 1 million. And he didn't show his daughter's full face. I don't know about... Whoa. He's teaching it... Look, he's teaching his daughter how to drive in a Porsche. That tells you how much he's... Look, he doesn't have a lot of subs on X. He's only got 646,000 subs on X, but yet he's driving a Porsche. That means you make a lot of money on X. You do. Angry much? Never me. I'm torturing you. The first Trump, now this. What am I torturing? Oh. Only 21% of Americans think that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. I would beg to differ. I think it's even less than that. Don't you guys think?
That took a real hit this week when we saw the administration roundly reject pretty much a narrative that Republicans have been believing in for years.
Not just Republicans, literally.
This woman's famous or pretty well known, isn't she?
Of Americans think that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. That's less than believe in space aliens. And so that's part of the context. The problem is that they're messing.
I take offense to that. I believe in aliens. You can't tell me that there's thousands and thousands of planets, and there's planets that we don't even know are out there because we don't have telescopes or microscopes or any of that stuff to see that far. And you're telling me there's not another planet that has living beings on it or living organisms on it? I call bullshit. I really do. And I thought I read birthday. You know what? If you guys don't know, my stepdad turned 90 today. So on Saturday we all went to my brother's house. Well, my brother's cabin that he has up here. Wish him happy birthday. So this is you'll see my stepdad, and you'll see there's 90 candles on there.
It's got a bigger 90.
See, 90.
90, we got it right.
That's my brother. That's my nephew. That's my niece right there. That's my stepdad. Does he look 90?
Don't pass out.
Does he look 90?
Oh, there you go.
My brother definitely looks 50. Let's see. I'm 48. So I'm gonna be. My brother's 59. My brother's 59. He definitely looks old, right? And I'm pissed. We go to my brother's house. He's got a better creek than we do. Donnie loved it though, and they had like Airbnb people across the way. And I was like, hey, do you have neighbors? And my niece is like, they're all they Airbnb it all the time. And so they're sitting in the creek that's on my brother's property, trying to walk their dog through there, and they're waiting for me to leave with Donnie. And so I start screaming up there. I'm like, hey, Dennis, since you guys own this creek because it's on your property, can you fish in there without getting a license? And all of a sudden they started giving me dirty looks, and they're just sitting there waiting for me to leave. And I was like, fuck it, it's our property. Well, it's my brother's property. Why should I make Donnie get out of the water so you can walk by on our property, right, Donnie? Huh, Donnie's? But yeah, today my stepdad is 90. Thanks, Gavin. Let's see. This is why you feel strongly about something. You should never shut the fuck up. Never underestimate the power of X. San Jose State GOP lawmakers call San Jose State University's latest chapter in a transgender athlete controversy. What are they doing now? They had that guy on the they had that transgender woman on the their volleyball team. What are they doing now? Should I click it, or is it clickbait? Is it clickbait? Oh, it's AC messing with me. What's up, cripple boy? Go check this out. Let's check it out. What are they doing now? Kevin Kiley, so he's either Roseville or Sacramento congressman, reacted on Monday following a Fox News digital report. Hired the same law firm to investigate the transgender athlete Blair Fleming's misconduct allegations that the conference was using to defend the state's eligibility. So it is still this. Is this the transgender person? I'm on YouTube, so I have to say transgender. I think that's the transgender person, isn't it? I don't know. It's hard to tell from that picture. I think that's the transgender person. Protesters chant no Sharia law at the New York City Hall. Really? New York? You know, I saw a post today where somebody says, you know, it's funny how as soon as Democrats get what they voted for, they all decide to leave. Oh, he's Roseville, Rockland, and Orangeville? Okay. I met him like once or twice. I don't know about him. I don't know. You know, I've heard a lot of bad things about him. I've heard good things about him, so I don't know what to think. But yeah, it's funny. You know, New York City's voting for this stuff.
Sharia law! Hell no! Hell no!
All right, the people. All right, quiet.
Oh, they're all Trump supporters.
Mahmoud Mamdani are both anti-Semites, communists, who equally hate America. Like father, like son, they pose a significant danger to the safety of New York City and America. I asked President Donald J. Trump to revoke the citizenship of Zohran Mamdani and his father, Mahmoud Mamdani, and have them removed from America as soon as possible.
Can he do that? I mean, he's a president. He can remove citizenship, right? Because that would make him ineligible to be the mayor, I would think. Can he? I heard, you know, someone posted there, oh yeah, he's going to revoke Rosie Perez. Shut the fuck up. Who cares about Rosie Perez? Yeah, so Gavin, you agree that he's a rhino? A lot of people are telling me that, Kevin Kiley. I got a picture of me and him somewhere.
Yeah. Read a few quotes. The quotes are very important. One is from...
We're so proudly we hail at the twilight's last.
That's rare in New York. Do you think Democrats now in New York are just freaking out because they're actually letting, like, Mamdani is ahead? Do you think that there was some election integrity there on that? But Boris says rhinos suck dick. Well, he is from California, so you know. There's a lady, Christine Bish. And she's a nice and all lady, but she has run for Congress like 10 times in a row now. And she still keeps running. I don't know. I don't know her well enough. Like, her daughter, Jackie, is like, she would text me stuff all the time just trying to get me to do documentaries on her mom. But I'm not up in Sacramento area enough to go and watch those congressmen up there, you know? They're not really big in the news, so... Yeah, he was joking about revoking Rosie O'Donnell. That's what I thought. What do you do in this situation? Okay, let's see what's going on. You got me. I watched your video. I'd egg him on. You know he can't break that window with his hand. That's a bus window. No way he can break that with his hand. I'd be egging him on. Air India flight stuff. I don't want to talk about that. Adult is a social construct. Women and man are social constructs. The only bit you were right about was human. What are they talking about? I don't know. I don't watch football, so I don't know. Teddy Bridgewater. Wasn't he the quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? Wasn't he quarterback for the Minnesota Vikings? I think so. Dr. Oz, who cares? I still can't believe Alex Jones was right about the frog.
I don't like gay people. I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that?
She never comes close.
They took atrazine and they put it in a tank with 40 frogs. And 30 of those frogs, they were all male frogs, were chemically castrated. 4 of them turned into females and produced fertile eggs.
I don't like gay people. I don't like...
So here you go. Middle of LA. Hold on, I gotta see this shit.
Right in the middle of LA, South Central. He has a ladder to go straight up. He's keeping it held up by the light pole. And I tell you what, this is interesting.
Dude, he lives up in a tree?
Right. And
Wow. That's daring. I move around too much at night. No way you'd catch me in there. State Rep Enrique Sanchez, who was arrested for DUI earlier this year, calls ICE agents. You know what? I've been, I got a DUI once. I learned my lesson.
What about for your values? I mean, is 8 years old too young?
Yeah, I mean, look,
He said, yeah. Look. So he's saying yeah, but he's going to say no. Just watch. He's saying yes, but he's going to say no.
Now that I have a 9-year-old, just became 9. Come on, man. I get it. So those are legit.
So see, he said, I get it. He never answered the question. I get it. That's not answering the question there, Gavin Newscomb. Hey, Gavin, how come you're not answering the question, bro?
You know, it's interesting. Just the issue of age. I haven't.
He's trying to think. How can I say this without getting in trouble with my constituent? I honestly think he thinks that. Here's one thought that I have. He thinks nobody's going to watch the Sean Ryan show because it's a conservative show. And I can say whatever the F I want on there because nobody's going to believe Sean Ryan. So I have that. That's my thought.
As someone that's been so focused on equality, broadly, LGBT rights, particularly gay marriage, the trans issue for me is also novel. It's
dude, is he learning from? Is it Booker or Hakeem Jeffries that all?
Over the last few years, I'm trying to understand as much as anyone else. Whole pronoun thing, trying to understand all of that. Well, that was like the hell. I mean, all that stuff. I get it.
What about for you?
You know why he's doing this, folks? Because he's going to run for president, and he's trying to get conservatives. He's running for president. I was trying to hold my queefs in. Look at my posture. I know. Have you seen that picture of him with Sean Ryan? He's like got his legs crossed and stuff like that. You look like a girl, dude. Dude, I love it. Like, so on AC show last night, behind the scenes, we were talking back and we had a show. It started at 5 o'clock Eastern, or 5 o'clock my time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I think we went on for like 3 hours live. And so that was 8 o'clock my time. I didn't leave the backstage. We talked until 12:30 at night my time. And then we're finally like, dude, we got to go. So we talked until 12:30. And some of these guys know people on like Steven Crowder's show. And I was talking about, I was like, I tried to get a job there. I even told him, look, the best thing about hiring me is number one, you get a discount for hiring the crippled. And number two, you get to make the crippled jokes. But they wouldn't hire me because I'm a former Proud Boy. And I think that's why I didn't get hired. Anyways, that's, I got to make up excuses. I never want to be wrong. So I always try and make it, I can be a Democrat sometimes and make you, believe me when I'm wrong. I miss who I was before Donald Trump came to power. Really?
I miss who I was before Donald Trump came into power. It's hard enough being a human, an adult, a woman, a mother, but waking up every day.
It goes off by itself?
Sense of dread and rage. I miss the person I used to be.
Why are you changing who you are just because when Joe Biden was in office, I didn't change who I was. Donald Trump, they say people living in your head. Donald Trump is definitely living in your head there. Okay, so Sean Ryan had clips on his thing. So let's go to Sean Ryan's clips. Because they show well, you know what? What timeline? I only got through a little bit of it today, so I'm at 32 minutes in. Let's see when he hands him the gun. Now, I'll play the first couple minutes of it, to be honest with you. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, but let's play a couple minutes of his show.
I am a much better human being than you.
Isn't that the guy from Star Wars The Mandalorian?
No.
Pedro, yeah, it is. Pedro Pascal. Whole bunch of liberals. What show is this? I'm curious now. Eddington. I might check it out. Oh, it's a movie.
You deserve great health.
Jeez Louise, Sean, how many commercials we got to watch on here?
100% online access to GLP-1 injections for as little as $199.
You have a Sig P320 yourself?
With a range of treatments, your plan can be customized to you.
Oh, you know what? Check this out. That's another thing Gavin Newsom said. Gavin Newsom said Trump derangement system is real. You said that on this show. I guess you watched it already, Gavin.
Because I think we've lost that in America. So kudos to you. You got balls for showing up today, and I do appreciate it.
I love it.
But I'm going to start you off with an introduction here.
Beautiful.
Not that you need one.
Jesus, let's hear this. I'm curious where you're going to go with it.
Gavin Newsom, the 40th governor of California, leading the nation's most populous state since.
And like Hope and Graw, I seen their texts in our group text, and they're talking about, man, Sean Ryan, because they only watched like 20 minutes of it, and they got sick and tired of watching it. And then I was like, you know what though? I think he's just giving him a rope to tie himself with. Or says Andy, my veteran buddy runs a church security team. He just decided to replace his P320 last week after a guy blew his. Whoa!
2019 and the fourth largest economy in the world.
Eat your heart out, Japan.
A former mayor of San Francisco, a businessman who built the Plum Jack Group, turning a winery into a hospitality empire. Host of the podcast, This is Gavin Newsom, where you've sat down to discuss issues with those you disagree with. A husband to Jennifer and a father of 4 children.
A husband to Jennifer. How many times did you cheat on Jennifer with her best friend? Or it was your best friend's wife. How many times, Gavin?
Nice. We're probably going to disagree on a few things here.
Let me
That's what it's all about. Did you come here to hang out with the 92,000 Californians? Then
you hit me right there, man. The California exit. By the way, complete bullshit. Now, the last 2 years, in every major hockey period during COVID, and now we're on the other side of that, seeing population.
But yeah, I'd love to dive into some of the COVID and stuff later. But a couple things before we get started. So everybody gets a gift.
Too many to count.
Geez, what do you got?
Here we go. You ready for this?
Jesus.
Ready for this?
Is this an accident? I got to report this gift, man.
That is a California compliant 6 hour P365 macro.
Oh, it's a P365.
By the way, this is too cool. The fact that you would give me this.
You like that?
Look at him. Look at how he's holding it.
You just want me TSA to take this from me and my ass to the restaurant, the airport. I'm on to you, man.
Well, I got a buddy at SIG, and now he was like, "You got to get a SIG in his hands."
Make this up,
Jason,
brother. This is fabulous. You know what? Last thing people would expect is
you can see how dumb he is. Okay, look, the first thing he did was just move it around. I never seen him cock the chamber to make sure the chamber was clear. None of that stuff.
That I respect this gift.
Really?
I appreciate. Yeah, man. I'm not anti-gun at all. I'm for just some gun safe common sense that I think vast majority of folks on the right and the left agree. And I think we've lost a little touch with some common sense around background checks. I think there's an age appropriateness. I do have some, I'm challenged by large capacity magazine clips in urban centers.
Okay, so I'm going to go back to where I was left off. And then we're going to go over here. And we're going to go back to X, because on X we can see the mini clips that are the most important stuff. So I don't got to go searching for them. I'm cheating. I know. We just saw that part. Oh, maybe it was other people showing it. Maybe it was just other people showing clips. Hold on. He didn't clip his stuff. Let me find it. It was earlier in the show. I know we can find it pretty quick. Because there was a whole bunch of them in a row. Wait, we're getting close. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see Angel Reese literally just passed the ball to the other team. Because she's an idiot. Have you guys seen? So they made Angel Reese the front cover for the WNBA basketball game for 2025. So somebody took a picture of it and put a brick in there instead of a basketball. Holy shit, that's in New York City? What would you do if you get off on the subway and it's like up to your waist in water? And that's like nasty water with like rats and stuff in it. Let me see. Let me see if I can. I am not Justin Bieber. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm sorry. We're gonna find it. We're gonna find it. We're catching up. Where is it? Where is it? You like your P320 though? Hey, as long as you like it. Who cares about what everybody says, Andy? You should know that by watching my show. Now, I don't care what y'all say. If I don't like it, then don't watch the fucking show. You don't gotta watch my show. Okay, here we go. Gavin Newsom can't answer if he thinks 8-year-olds should get the surgery.
What about?
Well, we just watched that one, didn't we? Where is it? And you know, I'm gonna get spoilers now to all the ones that I'm about to watch, but I'm watching them for you guys. If I can find them. 1 hour ago. Okay, we're catching up. We're catching up. We're catching up. Sorry, guys. Sorry, y'all. Y'all. Oh, wait, hold on. We gotta see what. Oh, no, Ben, we're not watching 26 minutes. I can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I haven't texted Ben to ask him yet, but I gotta ask him. Dude, can you hook me up with like an autograph or something from or Natalie Winter's freaking text message or something like that? I know he wouldn't do it. Like, you're a pervert, Eddie. Dude, she's old enough. You can't tell me that you do not think that Natalie Winters is not beautiful. If you think she's not beautiful, man, I don't know what's up with your eyes. I'm just trying to talk so I can find this thing that is taking me forever to find. Don't you hate that? When it takes you forever to find? Oh, wait, hold on. This is one I haven't seen yet. Wait, this is a new one. Nope, it's not going to play. Damn it. Where was all the freaking Newsom videos at? Holy shit. Sometimes they show me stuff that they didn't show me before. Is this it? Here we go. Let's see. Oh, the Joe Rogan one. Taking American jobs. Okay, this one. Let's go over this one again real quick.
These mixed status families. $8.5 billion of tax collection in California every year from undocs. $8.5 billion that we
okay, really, just listen to him.
Receive just at the state level.
So he gets $8.5 billion from illegal aliens. Okay, we did this. We looked at this real. I gotta open up a new screen again now. We did this. We looked this up on Grok a minute ago. And watch this. Let's go to history. California spending on undocumented immigrants. Estimates on California's annual spending on illegal aliens vary. A 2023 report from Federation for Fair American Reform said that the state spends nearly $31 billion. And he's like, yeah, but they bring in $8.5 billion. That sounds like a $26.5 billion loss. But even if you go with the lowest numbers, they're saying, well, it's 9.5 to 10.5 billion. So they're bringing in 8.5. They're still losing $1 billion at the lowest at all. At the lowest. At the lowest. Dumbass.
Of taxes. That was the last Pew estimate. So it's not insignificant. Backbone, I mean, it's half of our agriculture work. You care about farmers and ranchers. If that's what your number one go-to commitment, then you sure as hell should care about their workers. 41% of our construction workers, Texas and California have the highest percentage of their construction workers that would fall into that category.
Yeah, I don't want to see that.
How the hell do we rebuild Altadena and Palisades? We're going to need a peak next year. We estimate about 70,000 workers. Without that workforce, ain't gonna happen.
So here's something I figured out earlier, and I can't believe I just realized this. So look how he's talking about, well, look, we're gonna have 70,000 workers next year because we're rebuilding the Pacific Palisades. Well, all the Democrats have been down in the voting this last term, right? So what do? Let's set a fire in LA, burn down all these rich people's houses where it costs like millions of dollars to build a new house. And look at that. I'm creating 70. He's going to tell you probably, I created 70,000 jobs in just Pacific Palisades alone. Yes, you did, because you burned the freaking state down. What do you think about that? You think I'm onto something there, or am I just delusional?
You're struggling here. You imagine it peak there. So I think there needs to be a pathway for those folks as we secure the border, and we own that issue.
Do you feel that they're taking American jobs?
not in Tulare County, not in Ventura County. I don't know many people that want a job out there in those packing facilities.
Oh, wait. So let's talk about that real quick. And if you guys were here at the beginning of the show, I'm sorry, I'm re-saying this again. So think about this, folks. He's saying, well, not in those packing facilities. Well, so most people with normal jobs make, $20, $30 an hour, at least minimum. Because they worked hard to get those nice jobs. You got to start out at, in high school, you work at the fast food restaurants just to get experience, Then you go to a little bit of college, or you start working in a trade school or something like that, right? And he's saying, well, not the people that are willing to work in the factories and in the fields. You know what people would work in the factories and the fields? The people on welfare. You're giving the people on welfare so much money they refuse to work in the fields. But if you take away their welfare, how much you want to bet they'll be working at that processing plant and working in the fields? Right? And then the wages might come up a little bit more because they're not paying illegal aliens $10 an hour to work there. Just saying.
I don't see many people look like me jumping at those jobs. I just don't. Maybe there's some exceptions. I haven't seen the evidence of that.
Did he just say, I don't see people like me working at those jobs? Oh my goodness. You fucking racist. You're a racist motherfucker. Anyways, all right, let's see the new stuff then. Sharia law radical Somalian Minneapolis mayor candidate. This is a candidate for mayor of Somalia?
Everyone keeps asking me, Omar, why aren't you doing more videos? As a state senator with a second full-time job and a kid on the way, I just haven't been able to find the time. I've also been fighting for you, passing things like tuition-free college for working-class families, rideshare protections for our Uber and Lyft drivers, and the legalization of fentanyl testing strips. But this summer, you're going to be seeing a lot more of me, because we deserve nice things in Minneapolis too. To make an affordable Minneapolis.
I've been to Minneapolis. It's not very nice.
That works.
I remember me and Ty were on the train because we wanted to go to the Mall of America in not in Brooklyn Park, and I forget the name of the city. So we hopped on their little subway train or whatever you want to call it, their metro rail, to go out to the Mall of America. And Ty is like, Eddie. So I look over to where he's like motioning me towards, and there's this dude just right there on the train, right there on the subway. It was cold when we were there because we were there for the Derek Chauvin trial, right? And so what these people do is they just hop on the train. They don't buy a ticket or nothing, and they just sleep on the train because they know they're not going to get arrested. So they sleep on the train. They probably buy their drugs on the train. They probably go to the bathroom on the train because it smelled awful in that thing. Yeah, Minnesota's.
For everyone,
or Minneapolis.
We need a mayor
nice
that
there.
works as hard as you do.
You notice, look, he's in front of a nice looking market there, right? He's looking nice little market there, right?
Need to work hard.
Yeah, by the way, Pam wasn't feeling so good, so everybody say a prayer for Pam. Pam's state is overrun with pirates. They are. Doesn't he look like the guy from that pirate movie? Well, it was not a Tom Cruise movie, it was the pedophile. What's his name? Remember that movie? Doesn't he look like the pirate guy? Oh my gosh. Good going, Gavin. I like that. That was funny. You made I got it.
2, 1, build a Minneapolis that working people can afford to call home. 2, protect our city from a hostile White House. And 3, diversify our city's public safety response by increasing the minimum.
So he's in all these nice neighborhoods. He's in front of nice stuff.
Wage to $20
right?
by
Hold
2028.
And let's go do something here. Let's go to YouTube, and let's go here to Eddie Block Films.
I chose Wix for my business because of its massive scope for function.
I'm gonna go here, and I think I called it Cut Food. I'm just gonna type in foods because I know I misspelled it. I don't know if I put. There we go. Cut Foods Flyover. Nope, live from Cut Foods in Minneapolis. Okay, here we go. Just play my song. Oh wait, nope, that was not the right one. Where was it? I know I spelled it wrong. Okay, let me try cut. Cut. I know I spelled it wrong. Yeah, right. Live from Cut Foods. I knew I spelled it wrong. We're back. But I'm going to show you what This place looks like Minneapolis. I actually went into this store, right? This is where George Floyd died. This is where George Floyd died, right? This is the outside, you know. And then here we go. I'm going to show you. I actually went inside the store to get something to drink. So let's watch this. Guys, I want to hear your voice. I didn't mean to get in your shot. So we're going to go in the store. Watch how nasty this inside of the store is. Like, first of all, there's no way in hell that a normal store, if you had the roof out like this, that they would still be, in California at least, there's no way in hell you would be given a license to operate looking like this. You would have to shut down while they're doing the maintenance. Okay? But look at this place. Oh, we got a little bad service there. Let's see if they have any gloves here, Ty. Think they might have gloves? Look at this place. USA Today. Excuse me, sorry.
Do you have gloves? Any type of gloves?
Yeah, no gloves? No, okay, no gloves. Let's fast forward. I mean, look at how dirty and nasty that place is. Look at that. Not only is it a little like a liquor store type place where you get candy and chips and stuff like that. They sell cell phones in there. But they have a restaurant inside this place too. This is Minneapolis or Minnesota for you, or yeah, Minneapolis. I mean, this is Minneapolis. How come he's not showing places like this? Oh, I can't make it. There we go. I thought we were gonna go get White Castle. I mean, look, it's a restaurant there. Look, it's a restaurant. This is the restaurant board in a place with no ceiling. Gavin Newsom, you work in construction industry. Would this be allowed in here in California or most states? No, there's one around here. Oh yeah, you can buy Bitcoin. I wish I would have bought Bitcoin back then. Do they have burgers? They have submarine sandwiches, shrimps and wings, fish sandwiches, breakfast classics.
There's no exit here.
No? Okay. Want to get out of here? Let me turn around. Oh, you know what? I do need to get something, Ty. I got to get an energy drink. I haven't talked to Grodd. See, guys, this is why I love California. Right now, I can't get through here. You see that? This is part of my disability. So that's why one of the things I love about California. I could get through there in California. I'm kind of stuck. I'm surprised nobody said anything to me about filming in here. All right, let me go find a Bang. Hopefully they have Bang energy drinks here. They didn't. They didn't. Do they have Bang energy drinks where you guys are? It wouldn't, right, Gavin? Shit, I hit the wrong button. No Bang. Guess I'm gonna have to do a Monster. Dude, and if I was in California, this does not pass. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm trying to. This would not pass ADA regulations at all. Hey, Ty, can you come to the drink section? Please, I had to get Ty. I can't reach it. So I have my backpack on my scooter, because when I'm filming, I have all my stuff down there. So I couldn't get up. So I had to ask Ty to come over, right? Which is like, I feel like Ty, when I ask Ty to do stuff for me like this, it's like I feel like, feels like I'm demeaning him, and that really bothers me, right?
You disappeared. Which one?
Can you give me a green Monster Energy? But I'm gonna try one of these too. These new ones.
Just back up and tell me So which one?
Just give me a blue one, I guess.
This one?
Yeah. And then from the other department, get me a green Bang Energy. Yeah, that side.
Green can?
Yeah, the green writing, whatever it is. It's just the regular Monster Energy drink. Oh, I said Bang, and I left the Monster. That shelf right there, all the way on the left. Boris says this one green? That place wouldn't pass a fire inspection in Alaska because of the
Just pick one then. I don't care.
Anyways, I'm done. I'll stop showing you this. I'm just showing you that because look, this guy is every place this guy shows a video of. He's in a nice neighborhood.
To stop price gouging and incentivizing new construction.
How come he's not showing cut foods over there?
From Donald Trump means not letting MPD interact with ICE.
He's only showing you the nice areas.
Our residents deserve a mayor that will stand up to Donald Trump and say No, not in our community. Did you know that the city's own data showed that 47% of calls to MPD can be diverted to non-police response? Cops.
Okay, so they're saying, oh, it can be diverted. You know why they say that? Because, oh, well, this person's a mental health person. We got to send a mental health person, not a cop out there. So then he can shoot the mental health person, right?
Aren't social workers. Investments in programs like these ensure that the appropriate response arrives when we call 911, and we can actually free up.
How come you're only in the nice neighborhoods, bro?
On violent crime that detracts from community safety. Oh, I'm sorry. It's my campaign managers again. They've been on my case all week about make more videos. I'll find the time tomorrow.
Oh my God. That's stupid. Anyways. What else is going on next? Who was Alexis de Tocqueville? Urge every American to read this masterpiece, Democracy in America. I don't know if I'm going to be taking stuff from Mike Lee, but... Flash floodings in New York City. New York City, dude, check out this dad. I don't know. I bet you the mom is not happy, or maybe he's a single dad.
Babysitting today?
I got a question. Is he really doing that with the kid inside, or does he just have a doll and he's doing this all for show?
I don't babysit. I'm a dad.
See, you notice how they show from the front and then they switch it around? I bet you that kid's not in there. Oh, wait, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Nope, that's a doll. That's a fucking doll. That's a doll, folks. Hey, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. That's a doll. I call bullshit. Look, it's a doll. Look at how the head's hitting there. You wouldn't do that to your kid. That's a fucking doll. Hold on. Can I zoom in? Okay, hold on. Let's do a screenshot real quick. That's a fucking doll. Control Shift 4. Ah, what'd I just do? I hate it when it does that. Control Shift 4. Let's take a picture just of this. It's gonna pop up. I bet you it's a fucking doll. I'm telling you, it's a doll. I'll bet money it's a doll. It's, look, you know what it is? He printed up a mask with a picture of his kid. That's a mask, folks. That's a mask. Control plus. Oh, I can't make it any bigger. Interesting. But see it, that all that is, folks, that's just a mask. That's just a mask. It's just a mask. Let's see if anybody calls him on it. I doubt it. There was a doll. Okay, somebody caught it already. He got a commission from that kid is living the best. See how stupid some people are? He is far from being a dad. Just grow up. The kid in the stroller is not the kid in the stroller for the flips. I think that is not funny, but risky. People are just stupid, aren't they? He is a stunt double, literally. That's not his child when you flip them over. At least she's kind of right. This is peak dad energy. That kid loves it too. Oh my gosh. Either these are bots. Hold on, let's see how many people are. This person's a submarine vet, Army dad, NRA, amateur. Oh my gosh, dude, really? I hope you're just being facetious. Some people believe that stuff though. The teddy bear, I saw something like that, a teddy bear wrapped in human skin. I saw something to that effect. I just skipped right over it though. Okay, where were we? Okay, we saw this, we saw that. Saw this. Freedom of religion not in Donald Trump's America. People now have to choose between their faith and their freedom. Really? 3 California churches sued Newsom over signing ban. Okay, we saw that a while ago. Okay. We gotta still keep going down. Gotta keep going. That's what she said. Okay, now I know where there we go. Trump threatens Russia with 100% tax. Do you guys think you guys think that Putin's gonna fall for it? Putin's gonna be like, "Fuck you." Oh, wait, what's this? They might be loud. I don't know. Let's see.
When will he die? When will he die? I can't keep doing this.
Okay, hot to crazy scale. Is she hot? Is the crazy to hot scale enough or no? She's cute, but not that good looking. I don't think so. I don't think so. Bondi boost Department of Justice ex chief with OK Jack Smith $140,000 gift. This is not spaghetti and sauce. It's a dessert. Okay, I gotta watch it now. I gotta watch it. It looks like spaghetti. Oh, it's ice cream. Is he scooping ice cream in there? Is it ice cream, you think? I wonder what it is. Ooh, and that's like cherries. That's like cherry sauce or maybe strawberry sauce. Looks good. Think for yourself or others will think for you without thinking of you. I like that. Henry David Thoreau. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's how you felt the last 4 years, Boris. We are back on track in $300 billion in tariffs this year. That's good. That's good, but still not enough. Still not enough. I want to be debt free. Isn't that the goal in life, to be debt free? We have too many credit cards in the world, though. Why is Mike Lee posting? Let's see Stephen Miller here with CNN.
To a question about, because one of the reasons that President Trump got elected, according to President Trump in an interview, I think it was with Kristen Welker of NBC, was because of grocery prices. Not the only reason, but a reason: high prices, inflation, especially at the grocery. The Department of Agriculture says that between 2020 and 2022, 42% of crop workers were undocumented immigrants. And in many cases, as you know, these migrants do jobs many Americans do not want to do. So how does President Trump make sure that the effort to deport people who are not in this country legally doesn't end up hurting Americans who want safe borders, absolutely, but also don't want to see even more higher prices in groceries?
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's not your position, Jake. You're just asking the question, that we should supply America's food with exploitative illegal alien labor. I obviously don't think that's what you're implying. Only 1% of alien workers in the entire country work in agriculture. The top destination for illegal aliens are large cities like New York, like Los Angeles, and small industrial towns, of course, all across the heartland, as we've seen with the Biden flights. Mm-hmm. None of those illegal aliens are doing farm work. Those 30,000 illegal aliens that Joe Biden dumped into Springfield.
I'm talking about the ones that are.
But I'm explaining this. It's important to understand.
No, you're kind of changing the subject.
I will give me 30 minutes. I'll go as deep as you want to.
We don't have you and your audience. I don't have a third. I'm talking about the ones that work in the agriculture industry. You can come back and we can talk about the ones in the cities. I swear.
Why do you think that only illegal aliens work in the field?
The illegal aliens that Joe Biden brought into our country are not full stop doing farm work. They are not. The illegal aliens he brought in from Venezuela, from Haiti, from Nicaragua, they are not doing farm work. They're in our cities collecting welfare. As for the farmers, there is a guest worker program that President Trump supports. Over time as well, we will transition into automation, so we'll never have to have this conversation ever again. But there's no universe in which this nation is going to allow the previous president to flood our nation with millions and millions of illegal aliens who just get to stay here. And we are especially not going to allow a subset of those illegal aliens to rape and murder our citizens. So we are going to unapologetically enforce our immigration laws. And as I'm sure you will celebrate, we are going to unleash the power and might of the U.S. government to eradicate the presence of transnational threats on our soil.
Stephen Miller is just he gets a lot of things right, doesn't he? What's going on? Let's see. Comedian, radio host, leads Marines on a hike at Camp Pendleton. Cool. Hillary Clinton. Very sad to hear. This is old. Ghislaine Maxwell's suicide. Oh shit, that's happening tomorrow. August 19th of 2008. Was Twitter around back then? Was it? I mean, I know it's a joke, right? It's got to be a joke. Gotta be a joke. We don't need to hear that stuff. What the heck? Crazy. A gun-wielding semi-nude California man was caught on camera attempting to rob a donut shop. Even throwing cinnamon. Why are you throwing cinnamon rolls? What? Well, okay, I'm sorry. We gotta. I ain't looking at that. No. Archie Bunker. You know, and everybody says, they were what was the show called? All in the Family was to make fun of conservatives. Don't you know that? It was all to make fun. They were poking fun at conservatives. Whatever.
My name is George Robinson, and I represent the Gay Liberation Front.
How do you do? This must be Mrs. Robinson.
No, I'm Cynthia Nash of the Daughters of Sappho. We wanted to talk to you about our candidate in today's election.
Hold it, Edith. Let me handle this, huh? So let me do the talking here. Excuse me, get lost.
I used to love watching that show. This girl's gymnastic coach. Okay, we gotta hear this.
It was a very bizarre moment. I had just come out of the pool, and then I got in the shower. And after I got out of the shower, I had a towel around me, but I was going to my locker, take the towel off to
She
put
looks
on
liberal.
lotion, change, etc. And just at that moment, I was the only one in the locker room at the time, except for maybe an elderly woman who left right before this male came in. He came in, and I knew immediately. I was like, "That's not a woman." I mean, they were dressed as a woman, and they, for whatever reason, came directly to MySpace, and
Is MySpace even still around?
immediately knew that this was not okay, and I wasn't comfortable at all. And I just sort of, in a moment of anxiety, like grabbed all my stuff. And there are bathroom or like closed changing spaces. Like I had to go around the corner to get to it. So when I went around the corner, I went in there, I just locked the door and I changed and I got ready and I calmed down. I was waiting for this person to leave the space. They lingered in the space for at least 10 minutes, which also made me wonder like what they were doing. Like I'm sure maybe they were changing their clothes, but I don't know. They were also like in my space when there was.
Anyways, I bet you voted for that though, lady. I wouldn't be surprised. Does MySpace still exist? Let's see. MySpace. Holy shit, MySpace still exists? Wow. Hold on. Let's see if I can remember my password. Oh, wait. It's already on there for me. Holy shit. Go to reject all cookies. Let me see. Let me go to... How do we go to your page? You. Can't click on you. Stream. You can stream on MySpace? Click on this button. Is this me? Natasha Yee, I knew her through the radio station. I kind of knew her husband, JB, Jeff Vandergrift. How do you customize your stream? How do you see your own stuff? How do you see your own stuff? Let's see. How do you check out your own stream? Insights. People. How do you find your own stuff? Does anybody know? How do you find your own page? Wait, hold on. There's got to be a way. Sites. I can't even believe this thing still exists. How do you find your own page? Does anybody know? Is anybody here anymore? Gavin's here. You have no idea? Oh, connections. Let's see who my connection. You don't have any connections? Recent profiles. She was from the radio station. I don't know who that is. He was from the radio station. On Diesel. Oh, that was a friend that was from home. Nobody's on there anymore. That's my ex-wife. James Stewart, the motocross racer. Mike Mattisau, poker player. Gina Carano. Kristen Peterson. That was a girl that I met up here. Something went wrong. Interesting. 183. People you connected to, people connected to you. See what this shows. Oh, that's a guy I used to do plumbing work with. I went to high school with her. Marissa. I don't know who that is. Arian O'Toole. Oh, she was a radio host. Oh, dude, this is a dude. This is my old roommate. Holy shit, that's my old roommate. I don't know who this chick is. That was a girl I dated in high school. Quinny. I dated this chick. My old this was my roommate. Who's all on here? Now I'm curious. Who's following me on this thing still? This chick's from Alaska. A friend of mine. Oh, I dated her for the second. Oh, I was so in love with that chick. She's Filipino. I knew her. I don't think I ever dated. I went to prom with her. Had a big crush on her in high school. Camille Gotti. Oh my gosh, she was hot, but she's really liberal as hell. Poker player. I dated this girl on like 1 or 2 dates. What the heck is this person? That person, but they were following me. John London, Cruz, and Townsend. Oh, this is the show I used to watch. My boss's granddaughter. Why is she on my... Interesting. Oh, wait, here we go. We can look at it. Albums. Let's see if I have any photos up. Photos. Let's see if any of my photos are still there. Let's see. Do any of them work? None of them work. Let's see if we can see one of if we can get a photo to work. You never had one, Boris? And he's like, it's been like 20 years since I've messed with MySpace. None of the photos are working. It says it was a picture of my chinchilla, another picture of my chinchillas, picture of my tattoo. None of them are working. That sucks. Uh-oh, what'd I do? Dude, let's see if any of them are working. See if any of them will load. Nope. That sucks. What was the last photo I posted? This is where at San Jose Shark events. Dude, none of my pictures are there anymore. Do we have videos? I bet you there's no videos. Nope. Interesting. Oh, well. Oh, well. But they do still... MySpace is still around. Holy shit. Oh, here's when he's talking about Rosie O'Donnell.
So Rosie O'Donnell, she went on Chris Cuomo so recently. She blames you for the fact that she's overweight, depressed, and drunk. What do you say to that? Do you think TDS is going to ever be a DSM-5 guy?
I don't know about Rosie. I watch Rosie. Rosie's a mess. She's a mess. but she left our country, which is a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yes, it is. Anyways, guys, you know what? Oh, wait, this is the watch this.
It's rather unusual for El Taco Loco, a taco shop near 67th Avenue and Indian School, to have their doors locked on the outside and an empty dining room on the inside. The West Valley Taco Joint also operates a bus in Goodyear and a food truck in Southwest Phoenix. Here at 55th Avenue and Baseline is where El Taco Loco's food truck typically stands. People in this area tell us this.
Look at all the trash that's out there. Jeez Louise.
This has really been a food truck staple of the South Phoenix area. People believe it may have been seized yesterday as part of a federal investigation, and because of that, it is not here today.
Oh.
Tuesday afternoon, people in the South Phoenix area started posting videos on TikTok showing federal agents with HSI and ICE taking workers out of the food truck in handcuffs. And just a mile down the road, the home belonging to the taco shop's owner, Vladimir Angulo, also flooded with federal agents. It's one of 5 locations where HSI and ICE were investigating allegations of human smuggling and harboring of illegal immigrants. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Arizona tells 12 News Angulo is in federal custody, awaiting charges related to this case. At previous stops here in the Valley, President Trump's border czar Tom Homan warned these kind of arrests were coming.
If you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from ICE, that is a felony, and there will be consequences. Now, let me make it clear. The governor says I don't have the authority to do that. Well, no, I'm not a U.S. attorney, but U.S. attorney certainly does, and we'll ask for prosecution.
I love it. I love it. That's cool. Good. It's about freaking time. About freaking time. You know what? Holy shit, about time. It's almost 8:30. We should get the heck out of here. Like I said, I was up. I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night, and I didn't take a nap today. So, actually, yeah, I did. I took like an hour nap. I'm lying. I'm lying. All right, guys. Thank y'all for chilling with us, and y'all have a great night. Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Boris. Thank you, Gavin. Who was Willow was here. Hope was here earlier. And everybody say a little prayer for Pam, because I understand Pam is feeling sick. So everybody say a little prayer for Pam. Good night, y'all. Have a good night.
80 Block Films. You're watching 80 Block Films. 80 Block Film You're Show. 80 Block Films. 80 Block Film Show. 80 Block 80 Block Film.
I gotta go eat dinner too. That's another thing I'm gonna go do.
80 Block Film Show. 80 Block Film Show. We are here, yeah, we watching Eddie, getting facts ready, keeping all the cameras steady, audio ready, so unlock, yep, and unload. Patriots prepare for
the Eddie Block Show.
80 Block Films, 80 Block Film Show, 80 Block Films, 80 Block Film Show, 80 Block.